Greetings and salutations, one and all. Jeffrey Wheatman here from Black Kite. So as of you all know, or you should know, maybe you don't know, my title is Cyber Risk Evangelist, but today I am going to be Cyber Risk Predictor. So here's my prediction for 2024. Right now, everybody's talking about vendor risk management, supply chain risk management, third-party risk management. My prediction for 2024 is that these things are all going to be united into one discipline, which we call extended ecosystem risk. This is about managing the risks that you face because of people you choose to do business with. Your partners get hit with ransomware. What's the impact on you? Your partners have a breach, get hit with a distributed denial of service attack. What is the impact on you? Doesn't matter whether it's supply chain, doesn't matter whether it's third party, doesn't matter whether it's vendor. You have risks because of people you choose to do business with. And right now, you probably don't know what that risk is. So figure it out, learn it, because we are moving into the future. And in the future, there is one extended ecosystem risk. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay secure. Wheatman out.
Hi, my name is Alex Patterson, and I'm a developer relations engineer from FusionAuth. Today, I'm excited to share my predictions for 2024 in the world of customer identity and access management, or CIAM. The TLDR is that passkeys, ATO prevention, and better registration to redefine the CIAM is going to be key in 2024. Passkeys, they're the future of authentication. Firstly, let's talk about passkeys. In 2022, major tech giants like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Best Buy started adopting passkeys. By 2024, we foresee a mainstream adoption of passkeys across the board. Just recently, Google and AWS have both said that they're going to promote that primarily for their login identification. They're not just more secure than traditional security methods, but also consumer-friendly using biometrics and a PIN fallback system. Passkeys let users go passwordless. It's a game changer in authentication and password management with the potential to revolutionize how we protect our data. Another critical area is preventing account takeover, or ATO. With hackers getting more sophisticated and data breaches becoming more common, ATO attacks are skyrocketing. By 2025, ATO fraud losses could reach almost 17 billion globally. This underlines the urgency for companies to focus on ATO fraud prevention in 2024 by outsourcing and implementing advanced detection and prevention solutions just like FusionAuth. Lastly, the demand for better registration process will rise. As digital interactions increase, companies need to manage secure yet seamless registration workflows. In 2024, this will be a critical component of CIAM. Expect to see more complex workflows like KYC protocols, seamless third-party integrations. This will benefit users with less UX friction and more transparency, especially with regulations like HIPAA, GDPR, and CCPA. KYC vendors will play a big role in verifying identities and ensuring compliance. These are my predictions for 2024 in CIAM. It's a rapidly evolving field, and staying ahead of these trends is key to ensuring security and enhancing user experience. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more insights from FusionAuth.
Hi, this is Almog from Cyolo, the access company for the digital enterprise. We wanted to share with you what we expect to see in 2024. So it's not surprising that we expect to see more progress towards digitalization, hyperconnectivity, and user access from anywhere to the organization of distributed and hybrid cloud. Now, that includes more and more remote operations required for businesses to run their core functions. Companies will continue to rely on third parties, external vendors, and their internal staff connecting remotely to improve business operations and efficiency. As a result, we see significant need to secure high-risk scenarios due to the potential severe implications, including things that can explode, safety, shutdown of manufacturing lines, leakage of sensitive customer data, and other nightmares. In addition, companies and management are understanding that security tools that are serving and interacting with their extended workforce must take into consideration the operational overhead, end-user experience, and all of it should come together as almost all companies nowadays are digital. What are the conclusions? The digital enterprise is evolving. We also see that even traditional industries are digital nowadays. Therefore, prioritization is key, as our strategy must adapt when we plan our 2024 goals and projects. We must ensure that we have the right tools and the right controls to keep up with the evolving cybersecurity landscape that now includes businesses' core functions. We at Cyolo want to wish you and your company a productive and secure 2024.
Hi, I'm Louis Villa, the co-founder and General Counsel of Tidelift, where we help leading organizations use open source with confidence. My prediction for 2024 is that open source is about to have a GDPR moment, where organizations that previously treated open source casually are going to realize that there are increasing regulatory burdens on software, including open source, in both the United States and the European Union. In the US, this will come in the form of increasing security requirements coming from the executive branch of the federal government, including an alphabet soup of agencies like NIST and CISA. Spurred by White House Executive Order 14028 and the Office of Management and Budget's Memo M2218, they've spent 2023 creating new regulations on software, and 2024 is when those regulations will start to bite in the real world. In the European Union, the time frame is somewhat slower, but also very real. In the final week of 2023, the complete text of the EU's new Cyber Resilience Act was released. This act places significant new burdens on many software creators. While open source does fit in some exceptions and loopholes, those who sell enterprise software are still ultimately going to have to take legal responsibility for the security of software that they sell in the European Union. That's going to mean understanding and hopefully supporting the open source included in that software. Most likely, these twin requirements will not reach their full peak until 2025. But at Tidelift, I expect that in 2024, sophisticated businesses will have to start planning because, like GDPR and privacy, complying with these new requirements is going to be a multi-year effort. Thank you for your time.
Hi there. I'm Cam Roberson. I'm with Beachhead Solutions. Our flagship product, Beachhead Secure, is a cloud-managed solution to enforce encryption, compliance, and access controls over your inventory of PCs, Macs, phones, tablets, USB storage, and servers from one cloud-based management console. We believe we are going to see a continuation of actually what began in 2023, and that is greater and more aggressive enforcement of compliance mandates. Failure to do so will or could lead to fines, but perhaps more importantly, a loss of business opportunity. And we expect to see it continue. Let me give you 3 examples. FTC has been in the media quite a bit lately. A great number of businesses, I don't believe, even realize that they are affected. Literally, millions of businesses are regulated by FTC safeguards. We are seeing them go after those with the most egregious security and compliance postures. You may have read that car dealerships seem to be in their crosshairs. We expect that to continue. They will be more aggressive. And as well, I think we're going to learn, or your businesses are going to learn that they are in fact regulated. And that may be a surprise. So FTC safeguards is going to grow, and there's going to be a greater awareness by businesses that they are in fact regulated by them. HIPAA has kind of changed their strategy from exorbitant fines and the threat thereof, perhaps less enforcement of them, to greater enforcement and realistic fines. We believe that those realistic fines are going to lead to greater accountability. So a different approach with how they enforce their mandates. They are also becoming much more specific about what they are looking for. In days gone by, they were a little bit loose. You define what your security posture is and explain why it's sufficient, to much more specificity. That's manifested in a recent publication, the HICP pub, commonly referred to as HICCUP, where they add a great deal of specificity and, in fact, even delineate between those requirements for small and medium-sized businesses to the larger enterprise businesses. And then lastly, with the Department of Defense contractors and subs of subs of subs, the 2.0 implementation, CMMC 2.0 implementation is here. And you've probably seen or gotten supply chain questionnaires whereby essentially they've been asked to be compliant to CMMC. We expect that to trickle all the way down the line, and that all of them will need to be CMMC 2.0 compliant. Businesses who don't will lose business opportunities to those that are. So in general, we're just going to see a lot more regulatory enforcement of the compliance mandates that apply to businesses, and probably a greater recognition that those businesses are in fact regulated by such and such mandate. That will continue through 2024, we think, even more aggressively, and being compliant is going to be a requisite for nearly every business in 2024.